Yo guys, it's Will with Noah Cam, and for today's video, I'm going to be doing a reaction video to Garra versus Toph, Naruto versus Avatar Death Battle. My personal opinions on it, I think I'm gonna have to go with, this is so hard. This is a very tough battle, in my opinion. I have watched Naruto and the Avatar to its entirety, but I think personally, I guess I'm gonna have to go with Toph because it's just like Toph is it's a hard way to, you can't really blind her. It's just no, I can't see Garra doing anything to stop Toph's defenses or offensive. So, because I mean, you can't really do anything with sand when she can manipulate sand as well as the earth. So, I mean, I think I'm gonna have to go Toph with this one. Let's get into this video.
Throughout Death Battle, we've seen all manner of weapons and abilities, but these two combatants command the very earth around them.
Garra of the desert.
And Toph Beifong, the blind bandit.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle. Garra of the desert is a short, skinny, pale stick of a kid, but he's also one of the deadliest shinobi in the world.
He looks like a member of Green Day.
Garra is the son of the fourth Kazekage, leader of the village hidden in the sand.
They are
Born
going off on
prematurely
Garra.
at the cost of his mother's life, Garra was destined for a childhood of depression and loneliness from the get-go.
Not even a
Sheesh.
minute old and already has a kill under his belt. Though, technically he had a little help. Because, you see, as he was being born, his father was like, "Hey, you know what would be awesome? Using ninja magic to seal a horrible monster in my son's belly to turn him into an ultimate weapon."
I still don't understand why would he do that if he knew a child couldn't control it. But
The process was successful, and Garra became a Jinchuriki, human beings who have powerful tailed beasts trapped within them. Garra's beast was Shukaku, a giant tanuki with power over sand.
Oh, I want a tanuki as a pet. They're so fluffy and adorable, you just want to hug. Holy shit, what is that?
Shukaku loathed humanity, and at first, Garra had difficulty controlling the monster's rage, accidentally hurting others. As such, he was shunned by his own people, forced to live a secluded life.
just pause for a second. One thing I don't understand about Death Battle is why they include the blood type. I don't understand why that has any relevance, but let's not pay attention to that. Let's get straight back into it.
Well, yeah, I mean, he's got a goddamn tummy monster. It's not like Pepto-Bismol solving that.
Convinced his only option was to fight and care for only himself, Garra became a ruthless killing machine.
But it's not all bad. Having a digestive desert demon gives him control over all things sand. He can wield it as a weapon using his mind to trap and crush his foes. Oh, and he can also use it to frickin' fly. How the hell does that work?
He can mentally adjust the density of his sand, whether it needs to be lighter than air or stronger than steel. He can even use it to stop bombs powerful enough to wipe out an entire village. He can control any sand in his vicinity using his chakra, a spiritual energy shinobi access for superhuman abilities, such as walking up a tree.
This guy is like the ultimate emo kid. But I'm not gonna give him too much crap, because he can use existing sand to crush the ground around him for even more sand. So he's never without easy access to ammo.
Man,
Despite this, he still carries a gigantic gourd of sand on his back.
It's huge. You'd think that'd be hard on his spine. Interestingly enough, its unique shape and size is a reference to how in Japanese folklore, tanukis were considered to be so well endowed they'd have to sling their testicles over their shoulders.
jeez.
But the thing
What?
is, Garra's gourd is not carrying any ordinary testicles. I mean sand. Garra has infused his own chakra into the gourd sand.
This directly links it to Garra, making it much easier for him to control. He's so skilled with it, he can even forge weapons from it, bury people underground, or send it into another person's bloodstream and control them like some sort of puppet. Talk about an itch you're not gonna scratch.
Sheesh.
Also, Garra eventually battled and defeated his own father, who happened to be a zombie at the time. His father used a magnetic release ability to control gold dust, much like Garra does sand.
Even though he can't do the zombie dad magnet thing, Garra added gold dust to his gourd sand anyway, giving him more control over its weight.
But wait, there's more. With her dying breath, Garra's mother somehow imparted her own power into this sand. It became living sand, an extension of her will, determined to follow and protect Garra. It will spring from the gourd to defend him from any danger, regardless of risk and without command.
This absolute defensive technique is called the Absolute Defense. Pretty good name, really. Garra's sand is so dense and fast, only someone who can move nearly the speed of sound can pass it.
Garra can also use everyday sand to create defenses such as his sand armor, which encases him in a shell to soften blows. Unlike his automatic absolute defense, the sand armor is self-created and requires a large amount of his chakra to maintain.
Garra's skill with sand is only limited by how much chakra he's got left in his system. After running low, he could tag out and give Shukaku a turn fighting, until a group of crazy people literally pulled the sand monster from his body for good. That must have hurt. It's gotta be like twice as bad as the night after Chipotle.
He died.
Oh, the same then.
Turns out losing Shukaku was actually a blessing in disguise. After being resurrected, Garra spent some time reevaluating his emotional roller coaster of a life. Inspired by Naruto Uzumaki, he began to truly understand compassion. His attitude changed. His people began supporting him. He even commanded the allied shinobi forces during the Fourth Great Shinobi War. And, like his late father, Garra also became
a zombie?
Kazekage.
Damn! Well, if I'm not a zombie.
Think about that turnaround. You're going from a kid where everybody hates you in your village to the point where everybody looks up to you. It's the same thing with Naruto, bro. That's just crazy. And he was Kazekage at bro, just crazy. I don't even know. That's just amazing.
And missing Shukaku, Garra still retained his powerful chakra and skill over sand.
In their fight, Garra was so powerful, his father mistook him for Shukaku itself, despite the sand monster being long gone.
Garra is stronger and smarter than ever, all thanks to his mother's love. I miss Mama Boomstick.
Few can withstand the overwhelming power of this sand shinobi. Or Mama Boomstick's cooking.
Hey, you're uninvited to Thanksgiving.
I never was.
Exactly.
And I'm gonna skip right past this one.
How'd you come up with all these elaborate backstories?
Glad you asked. I got help from a pro. My financial professional
I
even
can't
explained
believe
how
it.
Nationwide Solutions could help Mr. Paisley retire early.
I'd spend more time with his pal Peyton, right?
You just get some random ads that you
feel
can't
that
even
way.
skip. One of, if not the creepiest thing in Naruto. Toph.
As the only child of the wealthy Beifong family, Toph was kept a secret from the rest of the world. Hidden away, she was pampered and guarded like a fragile child. Her parents were hopeful she could someday become a noble, respected member of Earth Kingdom society.
But their hopes were pretty much dashed from the moment she popped out. See those faded whites? Yeah, Toph's completely blind.
My daughter is blind. She is blind and tiny and helpless and fragile.
Still, fragile is the last word that I would want to use to describe this chick.
Man.
Frustrated by her
She
parents'
was
stubborn
deadly.
coddling, Toph ran away from home at the age of 6 and ended up losing her way in a cave. Until
12.
she was rescued by some giant badger moles.
That strong at the age of 12.
Yes, they are
They're
badgers.
just some young monsters at that
and
point.
they are moles.
Imagine one of those things burrowing into your home. What kind of pest control do you even call for that? Oh wait, I know. Fire.
Like Toph, badger moles are blind, so they took a liking to her.
Well, how the hell did they know?
And as the original artists of the craft, the badger moles began her training in the art of earthbending.
These giant varmints taught Toph how to manipulate rock and
Earth
stone.
bending, metal bending,
Using
sand
movements
bending,
similar to
and
the
mud
two
bending.
gods
That's what I'm
playing
saying.
men's
Like,
martial arts.
how
Toph
could
can telekinetically throw,
how could
shrink,
Garra
and alter
deal
Earth in
with
any
earth
conceivable
bending,
way,
metal bending,
making for
sand
some
bending,
pretty
and mud
down-to-earth
bending?
attacks and
I
defenses.
cannot see him
The badger moles
dealing with
also
that at
taught
all.
Toph how to see.
Wait, these ridiculous creatures are also masters of LASIK surgery?
No, Toph does not use her eyes to see. Of course, her other senses are extremely accurate, and as a master earthbender, Toph can sense the location of Earth anywhere. Even more impressive, though, the Badgermoles navigate their tunnels using an earthbending technique known as the seismic sense, and Toph quickly picked up on this talent. It's kind of like sonar, detecting the exact location and movement of a person or object through their interaction with the ground.
I feel the
That was
vibrations in the
sick,
earth,
that whole
and
fight.
I can see where everything is. You, that tree, even those ants.
She feels every movement, every footstep, every heartbeat, so precisely she can even tell if a person's lying.
A woman who can always tell when I'm lying? No, thank you.
Man,
Toph is so good at
I
this
don't-
that even her closest friends
just
sometimes
amazing.
forget she's blind.
Sorry.
But don't worry, they're reminded. In only 6 years, Toph had completely mastered earthbending. She even won the Earth Rumble 4 tournament multiple times under her stage name, the Blind Bandit.
But Toph didn't stop her training with just earthbending. At first, softer earth proved difficult for her seismic sense.
I feel the vibrations in the ground with my feet, but the sand is so loose and shifty, it makes everything look fuzzy.
But she has since demonstrated her mastery in both sand bending and mud bending. She can also change the density of earth from sand to stone and back. And before you start making any density or hardening innuendos, she's 12.
Okay. But her greatest achievement is the discovery of an all-new bending art. One thought to be impossible. Metal bending.
By manipulating the earthy composition within, Toph can bend nearly any type of metal just as well as stone. The exception being highly purified metals such as platinum.
Toph quickly mastered metal bending and went on to teach it to others.
That's
She eventually
sick.
even
I
founded
can't.
and
Oh
led
my
a
god,
metal
that is
bending
amazing.
police force.
And that's after conquering Earth Rumble 4, holding up a building the size of a castle, defeating an entire army almost single-handedly, and dueling King Boomy to a standstill. And that guy's conquered an entire hostile city by himself.
Even in her old age,
Sheesh.
Toph was capable of going one-on-one with a new avatar, and her seismic sense could locate people across the world.
She knows when I've lied and where I've been. Women should not have these powers.
I am the greatest earthbender in the world! Don't you two dunderheads ever forget it!
Man, metal bending moves. Just crazy. Look at that.
All right, the combatants are set. Let's end this debate once and for all.
It's time for a death battle!
That is just sick. Oh, it's another ad coming up. 2 ads. At least I'm sure I can skip this one. Yeah, let's skip this one. Let's get into this battle. Let's get straight into it. Muddy. I am ready for this.
Talk about a rough ride.
You do not belong here. This is sacred ground. Leave.
Whew.
Oh yeah, tough guy? Make me.
She going off already. Garra just handled that casually. He seems so like not worried about it.
Interesting. She commands stone as fluently as I control sand.
By the way, I can tell you're using your sand to smash up the ground underneath us for more ammo. Pretty smart for a sandman. Too bad I'm gonna kick your butt before you can use any of it.
I can't underestimate her. I need time.
Yeah, I don't see how he gets past this.
Sorry,
Well, is that not the same
I'm not
thing
ready to be a
Sasuke?
shish kebab just yet.
Oh, is that not the same thing Sasuke broke through with his Chidori? No. Let me just stop. Let me just continue. Toph easily breaking through that. Just
Come on!
sand
Are
bend.
you really that scared of a
Literally.
little blind girl?
That's it.
I'm touched.
Easily. Sand bend. Easy.
Your eyes. Those are not the eyes of loneliness. like mine. They are blank.
Impressive insight, Gloomsville. I'm digging the whole wearing sand thing, though. That's new.
I guess he is serious now.
Hey, no fair!
You need your arms to control the earth. I will remove them.
Dream on, creep! It'll take a lot more sand than that to take me down.
That's the plan.
Sheesh. He coming with heavy power. Oh yeah, this time. He done put up the boulders.
Sun coffin. Sun burial.
Wee.
It is done.
No, it's not. Exact. I knew it wasn't done. I knew it.
Jeez, I almost felt that.
That's impossible.
You kidding? Pay attention, Sandy. I'm about to school you.
Oh, she's getting serious. It's bad. Oh, Garra in a tough position.
Gotcha.
Okay. Just a smack. Just a smack. Whew. Is that the end?
That's how it's done.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Toph.
Goddamn!
Yes, sir. I knew it was nothing Garra can do to handle Toph.
Anime character have to lose.
Yeah,
Man.
but here's why. Garra's sand is monstrous, and its speed and power could easily obliterate most foes. But with Toph, it's another story.
Really? She's friggin' blind, for God's sakes. And he can fly!
Oh, in the official behind-the-scenes extras of the Avatar Book 2 DVD, we found this. Toph can feel the earth, even if it isn't connected to the ground.
Toph is tough, but her real strength lies in her precision and technique. With her earthbending and seismic sense, she could see Garra's attacks coming the instant they began, regardless of if he was in the air.
While Garra's chakra-infused sand is controlled by his late mother, it's still sand. Just like in an earthbending duel, Toph was able to influence it long enough to misdirect or block attacks. Also remember, Garra added his father's gold dust to the mix, giving Toph two different bending options just in case. Unlike platinum, gold contains traces of iron and copper, and can be metal bent.
To top this off, Garra keeps himself covered in his sand armor, so Toph could always sense where he was.
So,
And it's specifically stated
He
that his
made
sand armor
so
uses
many
up
mistakes.
large amounts of Garra's own chakra, not his mother's sand. So, when he ran low on chakra, it became difficult to maintain. Thus, Toph had no problem turning Garra's greatest defense into his worst weakness.
Garra couldn't
Dang.
stand up to Toph. I know you're floored. I really ground that one in, didn't I? What can I say? It's my earthly delight.
The winner is Toph Beifong.
Toph.
Gravel about it.
I knew Toph was gonna win. I mean,
I'm out.
how could you? I couldn't see
Next
Toph
time
losing.
on Death Battle.
What's next time? Bounty Hunter versus Bounty Hunter. Both of them is just bounty hunters. Okay. It seemed interesting. Samus versus Boba Fett remastered.
If you guys enjoyed the episode, please like.
So that is the death battle. My prediction was correct. Toph did beat Garra. I couldn't see how Garra was gonna be able to deal with Toph's offense. Like, can literally see where he is at all times. Can like bend pretty much anything he can throw at her. I couldn't see how she couldn't handle that. But that is the video. I also do have a question. Please put in the comments if you guys want me to also react to the bit where they talk about each of their feats and their capabilities, because that does make the video longer. So I would like you guys to put in the comments if you want me to react to that as well, or if you guys want me to just skip straight to the battle. With that being said, this is the end of the video. Please subscribe and like and share this video if you liked it. Peace out.